Have you ever heard people say that the jade plant, with its thick, round, coin-shaped leaves, is a powerful symbol of wealth, prosperity, and abundance? Almost everyone believes that if you keep a jade plant in your home, money will automatically flow in and life will become smoother. But what if I told you that if placed in the wrong spot, this same jade plant could actually turn into a hidden doorway, leading straight to financial struggle and misfortune? Would you believe it? I've seen it happen countless times. Families care for their jade plants every single day, believing they are nurturing a sacred Feng Shui talisman. Yet despite all their hard work and discipline, their financial situation never improves, or worse, unexpected expenses keep draining their savings. And the hidden reason the jade plant they trusted so much was sitting in the wrong place, quietly blocking prosperity and draining their luck. My name is Malcolm Sage Funyu, and I've spent over 40 years researching and practicing the art of Feng Shui. I've witnessed hundreds of cases where families lost opportunities and blessings, not because they lacked effort or discipline, but because of something as simple as misplacing their jade plant. And I've also seen the opposite. When the plant was moved to the right spot, the energy in the home shifted almost instantly. The air felt lighter, relationships improved, and financial opportunities began to flow in. Before we dive deeper into these secrets, take a moment to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the powerful Feng Shui tips that can truly change your life. And right now, I want you to type a positive affirmation in the comments below. I open my heart and my home to welcome prosperity and peace. Already think of this as your very first step, a promise to yourself, that today you are ready to start unlocking a fresh flow of positive energy into your space and into your life. Now, before we talk about the dangerous mistakes people make when placing their jade plant, let's pause for a moment and really understand why this plant is considered so special in Feng Shui. The jade plant is more than just a popular house plant with glossy green leaves. Look closely at those leaves, round, thick, and coin-shaped. In Feng Shui symbolism, they resemble ancient Chinese coins, which makes the plant a living metaphor for wealth, prosperity, and financial success. For centuries, people have believed that a thriving jade plant doesn't just beautify the home, it attracts opportunities, keeps money flowing, and encourages long-term stability. In fact, the jade plant belongs to the wood element in Feng Shui, representing growth, vitality, and expansion. That's why when you see one flourishing in the right spot, it seems to radiate life force energy, creating an atmosphere of harmony and peace around it. But the jade plant is not only about attracting wealth. Many traditions also believe it has the power to protect. Its strong, vibrant energy is said to repel negativity and guard the household from misfortune. This is one of the reasons jade plants are often given as gifts during important occasions. Whether it's the opening of a new business, a wedding, or a housewarming, offering a jade plant is more than giving greenery. It's a blessing of abundance, good fortune, and shared prosperity. Still, here's the part most people overlook. The jade plant doesn't automatically bring you luck just by existing in your home. Feng Shui doesn't work like magic. Instead, think of the jade plant as a mirror. It reflects the energy of the space where it's placed. If the energy is strong, vibrant, and flowing, the plant amplifies it, helping prosperity grow. But if it's set in the wrong place, where energy is stagnant or draining, it can do the opposite, quietly blocking wealth and creating financial setbacks. So yes, the jade plant is a powerful ally, but it all depends on how you work with it. Place it well, and it becomes a magnet for wealth and happiness. Place it poorly, and you might actually be closing the door to abundance without even realizing it. And that's why in the next part of this video, we're going to look at the 4 deadly mistakes you must absolutely avoid when placing your jade plant. Because sometimes even one small misstep can turn a powerful symbol of prosperity into a bridge that carries your fortune right out of your home. Mistake number 1, placing the jade plant right in front of the main entrance. In Feng Shui, the main entrance of your home is known as the mouth of energy. It's the pathway where life force opportunities and prosperity flow into your living space. When this entrance is clear, bright, and open, good fortune naturally enters and circulates throughout the home. But when it's blocked, it's like sealing your own mouth shut. You stop the very thing that's meant to feed and sustain you. One of the most common mistakes I see is placing a jade plant directly in front of the main door. Many people think this creates a sense of welcome or acts like a guardian protecting the household. But in reality, what it does is form an invisible barrier at the most critical point of entry. Instead of energy flowing in smoothly, it gets stuck, unable to enter. I once visited a hardworking family who constantly asked themselves, why does money never stay with us? Why does it come in and then vanish so quickly? Both parents worked long hours, saved diligently, and avoided unnecessary spending. Yet somehow, financial worries never left their side. When I stepped into their home, the answer was clear the moment I saw it, a large jade plant positioned directly in front of the main door. To them, it looked beautiful and symbolic, but to me, it was a roadblock literally stopping wealth from flowing inside. I suggested they move the plant into their living room, placing it near a window where sunlight could reach it. Within weeks, they reported back to me the house felt lighter. Their conversations became more positive and surprisingly new. Financial opportunities started appearing. The plant itself didn't change. It was the placement that transformed everything. The jade plant is not bad luck. The problem lies in where you put it. If it blocks your main entrance, it acts like a locked door against prosperity. But when placed in a bright open space inside, it amplifies the energy you truly want: abundance, harmony, and new beginnings. Mistake number 2, keeping the jade plant in the bedroom. Your bedroom is more than just a place to sleep. It's your sanctuary, the one space where your body and mind are meant to fully restore. In Feng Shui, this is considered a yin space, a zone of soft, calming, restful energy. Everything here should encourage stillness, intimacy, and healing. But the jade plant carries a very different vibration. Its lush green leaves and vibrant growth radiate yang energy active, stimulating and constantly encouraging movement. When you bring that kind of energy into a room meant for rest, the two forces collide. Instead of quiet renewal, you get restless sleep, unsettled thoughts, and even tension in relationships. I once met a couple who constantly complained of exhaustion. They said, "We go to bed early, we don't overwork, but every morning we still wake up tired." Their relationship also felt strained, even though there wasn't any major conflict between them. When I stepped into their bedroom, the problem was sitting right beside the bed, a large jade plant. They had placed it there with the hope of inviting luck and fresh air into their personal space. But in reality, it was radiating too much active energy, disturbing the calm that the bedroom desperately needed. I advised them to move the plant out into the living room, near a sunny window, where its vibrant energy would be welcomed. Within just a few weeks, they noticed dramatic improvements. Their sleep became deeper, they woke up refreshed, and their emotional connection felt lighter and warmer. Not every plant belongs in the bedroom, and especially not the jade plant. If you want your bedroom to truly support health, intimacy, and peace, keep the energy simple, soft, and uncluttered. Let the jade plant thrive in spaces that benefit from its yang energy. Your living room, office, or dining area. There it can radiate prosperity without disturbing your rest. Mistake number 3, positioning the jade plant. Near the toilet or bathroom, in Feng Shui, water is always connected to money. Flowing water represents financial movement. When water is clean and contained, it symbolizes saving, stability, and growth. But when water constantly drains away, as it does in toilets and bathrooms, it symbolizes lost money, slipping through your fingers, opportunities flushing out of reach. That's why placing a jade plant near the bathroom is one of the most damaging mistakes you can make. Instead of amplifying abundance, the plant absorbs that draining energy and magnifies it. What should have been a money tree becomes a symbolic bridge carrying your wealth straight into the outflow. I once worked with a young family who couldn't understand why they always struggled financially. Both parents had steady jobs and decent incomes. On paper, they should have been saving comfortably. Yet month after month, their bank account seemed empty and unexpected expenses always arose. When I entered their home, the answer was immediate: a large, thriving jade plant placed right outside the bathroom door. To them, it was just decoration. They thought the humidity from the bathroom would keep the plant lush and green. And indeed, the plant looked beautiful, but energetically it was draining their fortune. I explained to them that bathrooms in Feng Shui are spaces of outflow. They are designed for waste and release, not for holding or attracting wealth. Placing a jade plant there was like tying their prosperity directly to the toilet. Every flush symbolically pulled their luck away. I asked them to move the plant to a brighter, more auspicious location, the living room near a window where sunlight streamed in. Within a few months, they called me to share how different their lives felt. The atmosphere in their home was lighter. Their moods were better, and most importantly, their finances finally began to stabilize. They even managed to start saving something they hadn't been able to do in years. Jade plants thrive on energy that circulates and gathers. Toilets and bathrooms are places of loss, not a gain. Never place your jade plant near these areas. Instead, keep it in spaces that attract light, vitality, and flow, so it can fulfill its true role as a magnet for prosperity. Mistake number 4, hiding the jade plant in dark, forgotten corners. Light is life. In Feng Shui, brightness symbolizes openness, opportunities, and luck, finding their way into your home. Darkness, on the other hand, represents stagnation, heaviness, and decline. That's why one of the most common but overlooked mistakes is placing the jade plant in a dark corner, under staircases, in long hallways, or tucked away in spots where sunlight never reaches. Families often think, it's okay, the plant will survive. After all, it's low maintenance. But the truth is, while the jade plant might cling to life in the shadows, its energy begins to reflect the environment around it. Without light, the jade plant loses its vitality. The glossy shine of its leaves fades. Its trunk weakens. Dust gathers on its surface, turning a once vibrant money tree into a silent symbol of decline. And whether you notice it or not, that same heavy energy spreads through the entire space, manifesting as sluggish motivation, stalled opportunities, or even financial setbacks. I remember visiting a family who told me their business had been stagnant for months. They felt like no matter how much effort they put in, nothing was moving forward. The moment I stepped into their home, I noticed the culprit, a jade plant shoved into a shadowy stairwell corner. It looked tired and forgotten, and its energy mirrored the family's situation. I asked them to move the plant closer to a window where natural light streamed in during the morning. Within weeks, the change was obvious. The jade plant perked up. Its leaves turned plump and glossy again, radiating vitality. But even more striking, the family themselves reported a shift. They felt lighter, their moods improved, and their business slowly started to pick up momentum. The jade plant cannot thrive in darkness, neither physically nor energetically. If you hide it in a shadow, you're essentially locking your prosperity into a prison of stagnation. Place it instead where light is abundant and energy flows freely. When the plant flourishes, it doesn't just beautify your space, it becomes a living beacon of prosperity, drawing abundance and peace into your home. Now you've seen the truth. These 4 locations, right in front of the main entrance, inside the bedroom, near the toilet, and hidden in dark corners, are what I call energy black holes. They don't just block prosperity, they actively drain it away silently, pulling fortune, harmony, and peace out of your home. And here's the most troubling part: most families never realize it. They believe the jade plant is blessing them, while in reality its placement is quietly working against them. That's why they work hard, yet feel stuck, earn money, yet never save or live under the same roof, yet feel constant tension. But remember, this Feng Shui is not punishment, it's awareness. Once you understand where not to place the jade plant, you've already taken the first step to reclaiming your prosperity. So if these are the danger zones, where exactly should you place your jade plant so it can truly act as a magnet for wealth and abundance? Let's move into the next section, where I'll reveal the golden spots that can transform this plant into a living beacon of prosperity. 1. A bright living room. If there's one place in the home that sets the tone for everything, it's the living room. In Feng Shui, this space is often considered the heart of the home. It's where family members gather, where guests are welcomed, and where energy from the outside world first settles. The living room is like the pulse of your house. When it's bright, organized, and full of vitality, prosperity naturally flows in. That's why placing a jade plant in a bright living room is one of the most powerful choices you can make. The plant's thick, coin-shaped leaves soak up natural light and radiate it back as vibrant energy. Imagine walking through your front door after a long day and seeing a healthy jade plant bathe in sunlight. Instantly, the room feels warmer, more abundant, and more alive. I've seen many families experience remarkable changes just from this simple adjustment. One family told me that after moving their jade plant from a dark hallway into the living room near a sunny window, the entire atmosphere shifted. Conversations became lighter, their home felt more welcoming, and even financial opportunities seemed to arrive more easily. When placed in a bright living room, the jade plant doesn't just decorate the space. It anchors, harmony amplifies abundance, and becomes a living reminder that prosperity is meant to be shared with those you love. 2. Near a southeast window. In Feng Shui, the southeast direction is the sector most closely connected with wealth growth and financial opportunity. It's often called the wealth corner of the home. When you place a jade plant near a window facing southeast, you are symbolically opening the channel for prosperity to flow directly into your space. Picture this morning, sunlight pours through the southeast window, glimmering across the jade plant's thick glossy leaves. They sparkle like little coins catching the light. This simple yet powerful image activates the energy of abundance, making your home feel rich, vibrant, and secure. I once advised a family to move their jade plant from a dull corner of the dining room to a southeast-facing window. Within weeks, they noticed a remarkable difference. The plant thrived in the natural light, and the family themselves felt a shift lighter, mood smoother business deals, and a new sense of stability in their finances. Placing your jade plant by a southeast window aligns it with the natural current of prosperity. It's not just about giving the plant sunlight. It's about giving your family's wealth energy a direct, uninterrupted path to grow. 3. On the work desk. Your work desk represents more than just a surface for tasks. It symbolizes your career ambitions and personal growth. In Feng Shui, this is the area that reflects your path forward, the energy of opportunity, and your ability to succeed in business or professional life. Placing a jade plant on your desk is like having a silent partner beside you. Its coin-shaped leaves serve as a constant reminder of abundance, resilience, and patience. When stress rises during negotiations or deadlines, just glancing at the lush green plant can ground your energy, helping you refocus and approach challenges with calm determination. I've heard from many professionals who keep a jade plant on their desks. They say it not only improves their concentration, but also seems to bring a streak of luck in critical moments like closing an important contract, receiving unexpected support, or finding clarity when making tough decisions. A jade plant on your work desk is more than decoration. It is a Feng Shui talisman for success, keeping you steady, motivated, and aligned with prosperity as you build your career and pursue your goals. 4. Near the entryway inside the home. The entryway is the very first space energy touches when it enters your home. It sets the tone for everything that follows, how the atmosphere feels, how opportunities flow, and even how visitors experience your household. When this area feels welcoming, it opens the door for prosperity to walk right in. Placing a jade plant in a bright corner near the entryway, just inside the home, not blocking the door itself, is a powerful way to create this sense of invitation. The moment you or your guests step inside the jade plant's glossy leaves, reflect light, and send the message, good fortune is welcome here. I've seen families transform the feeling of their homes simply by making this adjustment. After moving their jade plant into the entryway, they reported that the space felt lighter, more welcoming, and even that family conversations started to flow more easily. When the jade plant stands near your entryway, it becomes a green guardian of prosperity, opening the way for wealth and harmony to enter, and ensuring that every step into your home is a step toward abundance. 5. In the dining area. The dining area is more than a place to share meals. It symbolizes nourishment, family bonds, and the flow of abundance in daily life. In Feng Shui, the dining table represents fulfillment, both in material wealth and in emotional connection. When this space feels warm and harmonious, it naturally attracts prosperity and joy. Placing a jade plant near the dining area is like planting a living symbol of abundance right where your family gathers. Its plump, coin-shaped leaves remind everyone that prosperity is not just about money. It's about health, togetherness, and gratitude for what you already have. I've spoken with families who made this small adjustment. They noticed that mealtimes became more joyful conversations, more open, and even financial worries felt lighter. The jade plant thriving near the table seemed to anchor both material wealth and emotional richness. When you place a jade plant in the dining area, you are nurturing more than financial luck. You are cultivating harmony, happiness, and the kind of abundance that fills both stomachs and hearts. 6. In offices or shops. For business spaces, the jade plant is a silent but powerful ally. Its rounded, coin-shaped leaves naturally evoke the feeling of money stability and trust qualities every customer wants to sense when stepping into a shop or office. Placing a jade plant in a bright, visible corner of your workplace creates a subtle message. This is a place of prosperity and reliability. Customers often feel more comfortable and are more likely to return when the space radiates security and abundance. In offices, the jade plant works on another level. It uplifts morale. Employees surrounded by vibrant greenery report lower stress, smoother teamwork, and renewed motivation. When the atmosphere feels positive, workflow improves, and that directly reflects in smoother business and stronger financial flow. In both shops and offices, the jade plant is more than decoration. It's a Feng Shui talisman for attracting clients, strengthening trust, and ensuring money doesn't just arrive, but continues to circulate and grow. So now you know the 6 golden spots that can turn your jade plant into a true magnet for wealth and harmony. Each of these placements doesn't just help the plant thrive, it allows its energy to align with your life, opening the door to prosperity in ways you can see and feel every day. But here's something even more important to remember: the jade plant is more than just a tool for attracting money. Its power goes deeper than finances. When cared for and placed with intention, it becomes a living symbol of peace, unity, and renewal within your home. In the next part, let's explore the deeper symbolic meaning of the jade plant and why across cultures it is revered not just as the money tree, but as a beacon of love, health, and true abundance. By now you've seen how powerful the jade plant can be when placed in the right spots. But to truly appreciate why this plant has been cherished for centuries, we need to go beyond its role as a feng shui enhancer and look deeper into its symbolic meaning. The jade plant is often called the money tree. Its leaves are thick, round, and glossy, resembling ancient coins. This is why it has long been linked with financial prosperity and stability. In many cultures, giving a jade plant as a gift is like offering a living blessing, a wish for the receiver's wealth, success, and smooth journey in life. But prosperity in feng shui is never just about money. The jade plant carries a much broader message. Its vibrant green color represents growth, renewal, and vitality. A healthy jade plant in your home is a reminder that abundance also includes harmony, good health, and loving connections. It encourages balance not only in your finances, but also in your relationships and inner life. Families that keep a thriving jade plant often describe their home as feeling more peaceful and united. It becomes a centerpiece of positivity, dissolving tension and uplifting moods. In this way, the jade plant symbolizes more than just wealth. It stands for unity, togetherness, and shared joy. It also embodies protection. Many feng shui traditions believe that the jade plant wards off negativity and stabilizes the home's energy. Its strong, enduring leaves reflect resilience, the ability to withstand challenges and still grow. When you see your jade plant flourishing, it serves as a visual reminder of your own strength and capacity to overcome difficulties. Most importantly, the jade plant teaches a powerful lesson. True prosperity is not only about how much money flows into your life, it is also about health, love, peace of mind, and spiritual contentment. A home that nurtures all these aspects is truly abundant. So let's bring it all together. The jade plant is one of the most powerful feng shui symbols of prosperity, but only when placed correctly. It is not a magic charm that works anywhere. It is an energy companion, one that mirrors the space it inhabits. You've now learned the 4 critical mistakes to avoid blocking the main entrance, keeping the plant in your bedroom, placing it near the toilet, and hiding it in dark corners. And you've also discovered the 6 golden spots where the jade plant can truly shine: a bright living room, a southeast window, your work desk, the entryway inside the home, the dining area, and even business spaces like offices or shops. Remember, this plant is more than decoration. It's a living partner in your journey, absorbing light, radiating harmony, and reminding you that prosperity is not just about money, but also about health, peace, and connection. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure to hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next feng shui secret. In the upcoming video, I'll reveal the small but powerful items you can place at your front door to transform it into a true gateway of fortune. Until then, may your home be filled with light harmony and endless prosperity.